Welcome everybody, it's Gull Khan here, and today I have the pleasure and honor of speaking to Viktor, who's one of my clients in the Millionaire Mindset Mastermind. So welcome Viktor, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad. Thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, my lovely. So tell everybody who you are, what you do, and if you have a website address.
So my name is Viktor. I live in Edinburgh, Scotland. I'm a professional photographer. I do that full time. I've got a beautiful daughter and a beautiful wife, and the other one is on the way. So well, not the wife, but another baby.
Yeah, we understood. We understood.
Yeah.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. Okay, fabulous. Okay, Victor, so tell me, what was your problem before you actually joined the Millionaire Mindset Mastermind? So before joining the mastermind, what was the issue that you had around money?
Basically, I just I don't know. As soon as I earned money, I immediately spent it not on silly things, but you know, like so money was basically just flowing out of my hand, and it just never seemed to have enough money.
Yeah. So that's very common. But so even though it doesn't matter the amount of money that came through, it just never stayed and just flew out at the same time.
Yeah, even if I earned a lot that month because I'm self-employed, it just somehow it just disappeared. Even if I earned just a little, it just disappeared the same way. Yeah. So
before the mastermind, you joined the challenge, the Millionaire Mindset Makeover Challenge. What did you think of that?
I loved it. This was my first experience with this kind of like I do meditation and things like that, so I'm quite a spiritual person.
Yeah.
But I've never experienced this before. It really helped me that I was part of a so all the people were there on the call.
Yeah.
And I could feel the team spirit coming together, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it is. The mastermind, the makeover challenges, by the way, if you haven't attended one, is phenomenal experience. So if you get the opportunity to, we're running it periodically, do join. It's absolutely amazing. So Victor, tell me, what results have you got from being part of the mastermind? I know you've only been part of it, and it's a 12-month program, but you've only been part of it since for the last 2-3 months. What kind of results have you got so far?
So obviously so monetary and non-monetary, I would say at this point, the non-monetary is much higher, and I think it's much more precious. It's only been just 6 weeks or something like that. But it's already been amazing because my mindset has already changed. I meditate every single day. I wrote my affirmations, my goals, I do the challenges you have. Well, I was given personally, because everyone has their own. And this the discipline I'm following now changes my mindset, and it attracts new things and positive things, and I can already feel it.
Yeah, it is phenomenal. So yeah, you're right. The non-monetary benefits are highlighted more. And I always say, when you come to me, your abundance will come not just in financially. Financially takes almost like a backseat role because it's expected, it's going to come. But it's the other things which you really sort of open your mind up, and you have abundance in your health, in your wealth, in your happiness, and in your family life. And that's the beauty of the mastermind, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my friends, my closest friends noticed, and I've been reading a lot of books since, and I've been looking at inspirational videos on YouTube. And whenever I tell my friends that, you should read this book and that book and this book, and they can see that, I'm like, whoa. Yeah. So now they are reading those books, and they are like, whoa. So
you're leading by example, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So let's share some monetary examples also. You've had I think the last time you shared, you said you turned down 3 jobs which were not level, and you ended up getting 5 or something more which were level, which is an amazing experience.
Yeah. So I mean, being a photographer is quite difficult, and you're trying to get all the jobs you can. So I was offered three assignments, which were, not really well paid, and I just outright refused them. That I was like, no, I worth much more than this, and I'm not gonna do them.
Yeah.
And in return, from a totally different source, I received five jobs.
Amazing. And this is how the laws of the universe work. When you line up your energy and you refuse to take the rubbish and you refuse to reduce your value, and you actually know your worth, and this comes with mindset, comes with energy work that you've been doing quite diligently, you start attracting amazing opportunities, and they come from unknown sources. You don't have to know where the opportunities or the money's going to come from, but you just know it is, and it's, in your case, it's absolutely happening. It's showing up for you in these amazing ways.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't be happier right now. So it's
awesome. So tell everybody, what do you think of my energy clearing? And now everybody sort of who sort of comes to me as a brand new person to me, or is just being introduced to me, they're not really familiar with how my energy clearings work, or what do they mean, and what's they about. So how, what was your experience of having my energy clearings, and what's your what would your reply back to these people?
I mean, it's just like an outwardly experience. It's something I have never experienced. It's like physically going to a group, like in a room with loads of people, and the energy share. That's exactly. I literally sweat when these energy is just flowing around.
Yeah, you get physical symptoms, and you really experience this as well. Yeah.
It's very, very powerful, and after that you just float, or I don't want to be too but yeah, like it's I don't know, I don't even know how to explain it. It's really, really different.
Yeah, and it's something that unless you experience it, it's difficult to describe, right? That's what you say.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I'm almost out of my body, but yeah, like
sounds amazing.
It's really interesting. Yeah.
So were you familiar with energy clearing or my sort of energy work before you came to work in the mastermind?
So I'm attuned to Reiki. I'm level 2 Reiki practitioner. So I do practice Reiki on myself and things like that. But energy clearing, not so much as such.
So I'm the first experience of this. I mean, I don't know anybody else who does it as the work in the energy clearing the way I do it anyway. So it's my unique modality to me, with my voice and my tonality of my voice, which is amazing. Yeah. So the mastermind is unique because it has the energy clearings, which we do on the modules are released on a bi-weekly basis, but also, on a bi-weekly basis, we have these called manifestation calls. Now, again, that's very unique to the mastermind. What's your experience been like with these manifestation calls?
Oh, it's just, again, I couldn't speak highly enough of it. It's again, it's the power of the group. Yeah. How they are there and supporting you, and it's like one team getting together and helping each other. It's brilliant.
Yeah, and that is the beauty of these manifestation calls, where we as group together, as a group collective energy, really focus our energies on individual goals one at a time. And that's why this mastermind is truly a mastermind. We're not just doing these so nobody's just coming in there just sharing our problems. We actually come in, and obviously you can get support from the group itself, but in these calls we're actually manifesting for each other together. And that is where true mastermind works, where we are putting our energies together, and that's why miracles happen, and that's why we get such amazing results week in, week out. Okay, awesome. So what would be your advice to somebody who's on the fence and thinks, well, this all sounds really good and the clearings sound very interesting, but it's a 12-month program and it requires both financial commitment and time commitment, and I don't have the time or the money for it? What would your advice be to such a person?
I would just say to get the negative thoughts out of their head, because if they put the work in and the commitment, if they commit themselves, things will start to happen in a positive way. It's all about positive thinking and the mindset.
Yeah.
And the money will come. The money will come.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I think this is the point. If they're not ready to commit to themselves, then that's entirely their choice. But if they're ready to commit to themselves and they make the commitment, miracles show up day in, day out. And we see that all the time with the mastermind. You know, people are saying, sharing their miracles, little miracles every single week. But it requires both time commitment, and you have to
absolutely
take it seriously. It's not a joke. It's not something. It's not.
Yeah.
It really is a mastermind, and you have to give your energy to the mastermind. So you receive and you give your energy to the mastermind. Wouldn't you say that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like you said, it's a big commitment, and it takes time.
Yeah.
Every single day, for your given task to perform, but it's worth it. It really is worth it. Yeah.
Awesome. So, any parting comments for our audience, Viktor, before we leave?
Just do it. Just do it. Yeah. I mean, you can't really lose anything. It's for your benefit, and I think everyone deserves, another chance, or a second chance, or whatever chances.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Viktor. Where can anybody find you? So what's your social media handles? Where can we find you?
So I am on viktorvaz.com. That's my website, and they can have a look at my work there.
Okay, awesome. So thank you so much, Viktor. So thank you for your time, Viktor. It's been a pleasure and honor speaking to you. You are an awesome client and part of the mastermind team. One part of my mastermind people group, as I say. We are part of the group collective, and then obviously anybody else who comes and joins the mastermind will be part of our energy, and therefore we're very protective of who joins, but also we're very welcoming. So once you are part of the group collective, as Viktor knows, miracles show up because we do help to manifest your goals, and I think that's the beauty of the mastermind. Well, until the next time we speak and meet again, thank you so much for watching, and thank you, Viktor, and thank you, everybody, and see you next time. Bye.